Now, also, Spacestation Gaming has not been playing it during the NAL. It had 5 bans from their side. It was banned against them 3 times, and with Empire, that was 4 times banned by Empire, 5 times banned against them. So he has no opportunity or has no information about where these 2 players are. Scyther, however, from below is going to start opening up with the skeleton key, taking care of the mirror window, which is a key point actually for the defense. As Hot and Cold takes a lot of damage and the plank goes down. In the meantime, a piece of utility will be used though to at least relocate him, and now Joystick needs to be ready with the cover.
Fultz is going for the rotation underneath. Hot and Cold is down, puts them into a 4 versus 1. Suddenly it sprays around on the strategy table, but it's Fultz off the backside in a post plant. Can't quite get the catch on Dan. He's holding the sliver over the top of the box, but in this retake now with an entire study lockdown and control, it becomes a very tricky entrance. Pre-fires his way through the door, gets behind a sturdier door, but still, there's 3 people that you've got to open. The first and the second are either side. A quad kill and 20 seconds on the board. He's going to see if he can play it. Dan's going to have to go for a swing. Round the corner, it's the ace! Fultz sends it into space itself. Look behind him, the stars are around Space Station.
A second one, however, will be tossed in soon. So the cell must have come through. An impact trick, however, to come in first, and that's a grenade that potentially took care of the Electroclaw as well. But it is going to be the Kona station that is currently on cooldown, so Bosco is not being revived by it and will lose his life.
Yeah,
left on the clock and a swing in from the concrete will be coming in soon. It's on a goal to try and protect him from that danger, from that threat. As Dan starts it off strong, it's a grenade to fall in as well. And it's only up to Rempe now. Is he going to be able to go for a clutch as well? For an ace clutch even. He gets 2 to start it off. That's a potential 3rd, but Dan survives just barely. It's the 3rd one to come through. He spots one more. Is he going to be able to get that one? He swings around the corner. He gets a little bit off. No way, he gets a quad kill. That is his 2nd clutch in a row. What are we seeing right here, Emmy?
What are we seeing?
Space Station gets away with this 2 rounds in a row.
Extend, as I said, they sort of played this carrot and stick trick before, and they're just buying themselves some time. Hodden is the first that suffers, and Joystick pushes that further. Swings around and tries to get the spray onto 90, can't quite get the connection.
Rampy trying to take a gunfight here as well, but decides that his life, of course, is quite important. Decides to rotate all the way back around towards the side of the Astro. Plays roughly around the box, holds a very long angle, so if Joystick starts moving in towards the trophy side, he has the opportunity to shut him down. Fultz, he's on the other side, he now knows he's coming in. The gun shows, and that is him now taking care of. One of the 2 clutchers that we've seen before has been neutralized. Rampy out.
Bodies are, but this swing on the bottom of red stairs might be the next big issue. Rampy is in the position to try and cause some terror. He has the gadget as well if he wants to buy some time, and he has an escape, and it's a big escape. Nobody really goes down there, so it's up to Dan to keep this clarity.
There you go, he picks the very first kill there. He instantly gets traded out. However, Bosco with a great plays, but he doesn't quite manage to get the shocking kill down. Skies with a great one, but he watches the wrong way. That will be him picked up. It's Scyther with the kill, and this time Space Station will not be allowed to
winning game. However, it is still in their favor. Hodden isn't going to see if he can stick into the fight as fervently as he went before, but does drop Dan. Takes the trade on the mirror window. He looked for the fight the first time round. This got popped, but didn't get it. Joystick gets Rampy in the meantime, and that's going to be a bit of a call and a wake-up there.
And he will decide to rotate out back towards the actual site. They go, but he gets caught off. It's always from the balcony that shuts him down as he moves through landing. And his body, well, that will reach the actual site, but his soul will unfortunately not. And now, a 3-on-4, yet again, the advantage will be here for Empire, but we've seen it so many times before, and Fultz strikes big, gets Joystick off the board, and he's just Shepard, Scyther, and always left to try and find a potential to plant here, potential lock. It's being challenged, of course. It's a very effective way, because if the buck opens up next to the mirror window, you can almost guarantee that they want to open it up. So often the C8 gets used right after. It's aimed towards that red canister, not towards the player, as Skies right here has 2 Empire players inside the study, but the first one doesn't go that way. Fultz right behind the vault door, manages to sneak himself in. There's 5 seconds on the clock. They need to make this stick. There's another kill to come through, and that is going to be again Bosco here, prone on the ground, who gets a double kill with that shotgun. They had no clue that he was there. They knew that they had to push in quickly.
Seen from them so far outside of that very open round where they were still able to get that diffuser down. The grenade round out the side of Astro Stairs doesn't quite connect, but that sure does. There's a C4, and the grenade's thrown down doesn't get it either. SSG, for the first time, have this body advantage and almost get one more for the trouble. And as I said, they've started to wake up, and this is them sort of going, yeah, we have. Skies goes for a wide swing as Dan gets Rampy on the far opposite side, but dropped pretty much instantly by Hot and Cold on the rotation. Now as the spray comes through, SSG lock off a half with, I would say, their best performance on it.
He needs to make sure that actually shoots out. Oh, what? Where did the grenade go? Oh, it's the ADS that just got it last second because he weaved to the left side there, so that kill didn't come through. His joystick, however, that will lock him off. Fultz gets the trade, however, so he's sticking a 4-on-4 situation where Shepard is now starting to open up onto the vault.
Very important pickup there on the trade for Fultz as they're able to put some of this pressure back into the side of Empire. 40 seconds, and Empire is starting to see if they can finally try and get some control over the top floor, but it's not fully being handed over. Hot and Cold has moved himself into of this. Empire's actually pulled themselves down. Stuck in on Mudroom as another Lion roars into the sky, but the vibrations don't quite catch anything. But Bosco short catches Shepard. The trade comes through from Dan now, 15 seconds. They're looking for a bit of a cross-countenance here. The library book gets read, and it's a trade either side. Suddenly it's sprayed all across the board, but 7 seconds, and it's actually an SSG lockout who had the drop on the player who dropped. Is just, and that's a combination of calls as well, is the knowledge of where the plant was going down, the calls of go for it, and the confidence of the player to do the right thing at the right time. Talking of, there's a blow either side, and Rampy locks it off for the double, drops Dan and joystick very quickly and decides that he wants to take control of the stairs. Study is a point of pressure as well, and as they were caught setting up and a little bit sleeping, is the smoke canister that buys them a second of time. There's still a bit of concern from Empire. A lot of territory left by a bold and brash play of I'm taking these stairs. Somehow still standing.
Now Shepard has received a small rotation into the vault he could use to try and head back towards the side. Scyther goes aggressive. He picks up that diffuser. That's a 3-on-3. Shepard even takes some damage there from the grenade, but he manages to survive for now. It's Scyther to be dropped from the back though. Hot and Cold inside the landing, drops a flashbang, spots one of those players, goes aggressive right after him, but he fails to get that kill. Shepard on 1 HP this time. Look at the HP of both these players. They're literally a sneeze, and both of them will die right here. And as Shepard is going to be able to try at least to go for the frag. It's Rampy, the last one left right now. He needs to clutch this out. There's 12 seconds on the clock. And it's Shepard with 1 HP to get 2 of these final kills here.
And for players and teams earlier on today, like when Rogue suffered a death to it instantly out, Ryan, and the double comes through. Fultz first off the board, but look at all the blue bodies that are there trying to stack up. However, there's not an instant pick back up as Scyther locks off Skies with the C4. They still have some pressure and a cold diffuser now as Bosco's in a bit of a dangerous spot. Rampy is the next off the board, so is Bosco, and suddenly it's just Hot and Cold left. They went for that scream through onto the site via the bathroom, but Empire, as I said, had a bit of a wakening up to the application of the pace.
Now, because there is plenty of time left, there is always the opportunity that you clutch it out. Again, we've seen it twice happen already, and he tries to go for it, but unfortunately he's not able to get either of the kills. And his Empire with a flawless round to get a
stood and happy and confident around the site itself. As we said, what we're seeing from SSG is a different take here, and Dan takes the first. Fultz dropped on the main door, trying to get the camera on the loose play. That is obviously a big blow. Exactly the same time, and that is the result of the SSG rotation. Dan gets one more, 30 seconds left now as they're going to see if they can lock off across the top. Bosco gets a battle back against Scyther, and suddenly they found an ebb of silence. But 20 seconds, they got to start making some noise.
It's not much control on the actual side itself, but Skies is going to be able to get a very important kill. Unfortunately for him, not the second though. Shepard lives with about a single point of HP there. The diffuser has been dropped. Spacestation needs to recover it. Rampy is on a mission right here with Boss got a bit of cover right here, but he blows up by the actual Capcan Trap. It's only up to Dan though. It's a 1-on-3 clutch. He's going to be able to make it happen yet once more. It's 2 members in the DBNO state, and the plant now starts to happen, but he decides that there's no way he will be having time, even though before they're going at it, they're about to be jumping in, but it's a smoke canister that will stop them for it, at least for now. Scyther gets the first initial kill. Dan's still active right around the study area as well, but Skies is looking to put some pressure from the balcony here. As the sounds that are being deployed, Dan wants to take care of them and will do so successfully, just to make sure that study is not becoming a danger point for themselves.
Scyther is the first to get dropped in the fight, but it's Dan that finds Fultz, and that's an important kill because SSG picked up sticks and tried to rotate for a bit of a wider take on Study, but Dan says no studying for you. unless it's a quick take there. Hot and Cold and Bosco one apiece, and suddenly behind the strategy table, they found a 2 versus 2. Bosco has a bit of the cover, and the shoulder comes through. They slip on by, can't get the diffuser, but they do get one loose player. Hot and Cold hops up, drops one down. Now goes for the swing on the second, but it's Shepard that keeps Empire clutched. It's not there. Nope. There you go. You could have played your own game of hotter or colder. Getting some pings on the players that are around inside the site itself, and they're going to see if they can get a catch, or even underneath the site itself. Scyther and Hot and Cold get one apiece. A great grenade from Rampy drives for the first time in a long time the body balance into the favor of SSG, but can they convert it this time? Get caught by Dan, it really depends. They're both looking for just a scratch, a sliver of intel, and as Skies finds one more, it's an important take on the far side. Skies is going to see if he can stick the diffuser in the meantime as the smoke canister pushes him off. He can't get the connection with the ground. Has to reposition rounds onto the close corners on the monument door now as Dan from deep goes for one more, but we're in a post-plant situation. 2 in the bedroom are causing more of a fuss than usual, and Dan can't quite get the connection. It's the door and the spray, but he runs out just as he goes for that single last bullet connection, and Shepard in the 3 versus 1 post-plant. They have a great stretch of bodies all the way around the split side, one either side of the breach, and nothing but a pretty angry owl stuffed and staring at him as he sees if he can pull a bit of a clutch factor back into his favor. But now with the time it would take to even get to the fuser, this is an SSG round. They just need one more to take the map home.
They need to make sure that they close it out here and right now to make sure that they will not be the team that is currently ranked at the bottom of their group.
Hey, there's those C4s doing that thing about killing people we talked about before. Bosco is off the board first, and as Fultz opens up a bit of an angle, finds the head of Shepard. A quick read and break there, and drops the man just cowering on the close corners who went adrift to Bull and trying to just sliver a bit of a lockdown here. 40 seconds, Dan goes round to Art and finds the fight. Fultz knocked out of the park now, and always is trying to get a bit of control on a site that is currently bodiless.
There's not many people around. It's Joystick that is in a good position to potentially go for a bit of a swing. It's Rampy with a bit of verticality to come through. The plant is coming down. 45 seconds. Space Station Gaming are close to be taking this one with a 3-pointer here, as it's only up to Dan now. He's trying to retake the top floor control. There's 2 members of Space Station Gaming around here. There's a bit of pressure coming down from Estro, but he's falling back down to the bottom floor. It's Hot and Cold that is still here on the balcony. Is he the one to lock it out? Is it Rampy? Is it Skies? Which member of Space Station Gaming is going to take the honors right here to pull the 3-pointer home? It is going to be Hot and Cold. They managed to win it here. They managed to take it home. And you can almost say, thank you, Fultz. Thank you, Rampy, for the first 2 rounds, because those were absolutely crucial.